If you've money to invest, you've probably considered stocks and shares or property, but have you ever considered classic cars? We're here at Silverstone Auctions to find out what are the best classic cars to invest in, what sort of things affect the price of a classic car, and the things you should look out for when buying a classic. Classic car auctions work much in the same way as normal car auctions, but instead of looking for a daily driver, you can probably consider your purchase to be more of a savings account.
There's no doubt in our marketplace that cars are an investment. A lot of financial advisors in city firms now are looking at classic cars for investors' portfolios in the same way they have property in the past. And there are several agencies that track the market and certain marks, and the success of that has been very good. If you look at Ferrari prices or Aston Martin as examples, it is simple to track what sort of values cars are realising.
Today you have both. You have obviously still a lot of enthusiasts, but the classic car market being so buoyant and so strong, everybody is turning out to be a little bit of an investor. And then you have the people who invest and purchase thinking and planning that the car value will go ahead.
It could be fashion, the next celebrity to be seen in a Jaguar E-Type, who knows, that suddenly that'll become de rigueur to have a red Jaguar E-Type in central London or something like that. There's no doubt the centenary year this year for Aston Martin has pushed in the last 12 months Aston Martin prices into new territory. There are certain Jaguars that are coming back. The E-Type slumped a little bit at its 50th anniversary, but now 2 years later, it's a timeless design and a wonderful car, and it's always had a home. But the prices of those are starting to come strong again. It'd be interesting to see what the next shift will be, but as I say, it's subject to fashion just as anything else. The front pages of the newspapers tomorrow could change what we're doing for the next 6 months.
So we've seen that classic cars can make for a great investment, but what things should you consider when buying one?
Well, I would always suggest, and it's different for everybody's pocket, but I would always suggest to buy the best that you can afford. A car can be restored, but a history file can never be repeated. So it's always important to spend time looking at the documents. Buy on heritage, buy on pedigree, and then you've got some security in your investment, because that's never going to change.
I think it's like everything in life. No purchase should be carried out without doing some due diligence. You need to understand what you're buying. In the case of a car, you certainly need to understand the strengths and the weaknesses of the car you're looking at. So you can do some research beforehand, and on the day, you know obviously what to look for, and you know what will make the purchase one to consider and one not to consider.
It was interesting to hear that as more and more people invest in classic cars, they're beginning to be seen as something of a currency. Investing in classic cars isn't easy, but if you do your research, know what you're looking for, and importantly, getting ahead of the market, you could find yourself with a very shrewd investment.